Foley Van Lieshout, a law student in Wisconsin, is still haunted by 2016 and her decision not to vote.
When I looked online, it said that Hillary Clinton was polling at 98% likely to win. And I thought, okay, it doesn't really matter if I do this or not, because I can trust the polls. God, was that a mistake?
The biggest stunner then, the state polls that showed Clinton ahead in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. But the Democrats' blue wall crumbled. Donald Trump narrowly winning all three, and with them, the White House. That disconnect has fueled doubts about today's polls that show Joe Biden with a comfortable advantage.
They're fake polls. They're fake.
I never take anything for granted.
There are significant differences between then and now. Biden's lead has been stable. Clinton's was up and down. And this year, there are half as many undecided voters who could break either way at the last minute. Still, pollsters have made changes so they do not underestimate Trump's support, including calling enough white voters without college degrees and rural voters.
What's helping this time also is that the huge early vote, those are already voters in the bank. So we're dealing with less of a population to begin with, which creates a more precise estimate in the end.
This time, Foley's not taking chances.
I'm very happy to tell you that I've already voted.
Because the only poll that matters is the one on Election Day. Peter Alexander, NBC News, Washington.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.